Hello viewers, myself is Dr. Neeta and you are watching my channel Learn Literature with Dr. Neeta. So let us begin today's topic.
Students, today we would learn about allegory, which is a kind of narrative which is either in the form of prose or in poetry. So first we would discuss about its origin and definition. The word allegory originated from Greek word allegorin, meaning to speak figuratively. It means in the narrative something is spoken figuratively. And now the definition. An allegory is a narrative in prose or verse in which a character, place or event is used to express a broader message about social issues and incidents. Therefore, it is often called an extended metaphor. So, this is a kind of narrative. It is a kind of a story which may be told in the form of prose or in the form of poetry. And like stories, there are character, places or events. But these character, places, events do not represent merely the simple meaning. Rather, they represent a broader message of social significance, and it is called, allegory is called an extended metaphor, because in metaphor two things are compared. Two characters may be compared, two places may be compared, but here whole of the story is having the two meanings, and that is why it is called the extended metaphor. The use of allegory was very common in each and every culture, and the different kind of stories were narrated which were having the moral concepts, and they were expressing poets or writers' view on a certain situation. A number of stories, even in India or Greek culture or in China, they are having the allegorical significance and they were told orally. Now try to understand characteristics of allegory. The poet or writer has a preconceived point of view that he wants to project in the story, poem, play, novel in whole or as a part. This allegory can be used in a story or in poem or in play or in novel as a whole or in some part of the story or some part of the play or novel. When the writer or the poet writes it, he has a preconceived point of view. It means he already thinks that through his story he wants to convey a deeper meaning. To understand the allegorical meaning, we have to study it at the depth, because the message remains hidden within the storyline and it is not mentioned by the writer directly. Writer would never say that I want to give this message through this story. No, that the reader would have to understand. The story narrated in allegory may be interpreted in multiple meanings, but a story must have at least two levels of interpretation. Allegorical stories may have a number of meanings and they may be interpreted at a number of levels, but at least two levels should be there, only then it can be called an allegory. Characters and objects hold both a literal meaning and also a secondary or implied meaning. If you study an allegorical story, you would find that the characters that are described and objects that are described in the story have two meanings. One is the literal meaning and another is the secondary or implied meaning. One meaning is very easy to understand, and the secondary meaning often comments on the contemporary social, political, religious or moral issues, and it has a moral purpose. I would make you understand this allegory through a story which all of you have heard. This is the story of Hare and Tortoise. All of you know the story very well. Here, the tortoise stands for a person who works steadily without wasting a single moment, and ultimately tortoise wins because he works hard persistently. Persistence is his quality. And another is the hare, who stands for a person who rushes after the goal without persistence. He rushes after, he has the capability, he has the energy, but what is missing in him is persistence. He cannot do the work continuously for a long time. He wastes a lot of time, and that is why he loses. So through the story, simply this is the story of a hare and a tortoise, but at the allegorical level, at the deeper level, if we try to understand the story, hare stands for that kind of persons who are rushing after the goal, and tortoise is standing for persistence, and then the story becomes quite significant and deep. And the moral which the story imparts, all of you know, slow and steady wins the race. So this story of hare and tortoise is an allegorical story. Examples of allegory. Edmund Spenser's Fairy Queen about Queen Elizabeth's first reign is a moral allegory. It is giving a moral lesson. T.S. Eliot's The Waste Land is an allegorical poem related to war. German-speaking Bohemian novelist Franz Kafka's novella Metamorphosis, which is very significant, is about the alienation of modern individual in the society, is a social allegory. George Orwell's novel Animal Farm, which is a very important work, allegorical work, is a political allegory. And William Golding's novel The Lord of Lies is a political allegory again. And John Bunyan's Pilgrim's Progress about Christians' spiritual journey toward finding salvation is a religious allegory. It means allegory have their different purpose, and they comment on the different aspect of the social political conditions of that time in which they have been written. So thanks for patience listening.